do you like your kids to follow your roots, like do the same thing that you've done in life?
Oh, my kids? Ooh, you know, that's a tough one. My kids, I'm just going to support them in any positive thing that they want to do. I mean, I'm not going to force them to follow my footsteps because, you know, it's a tough road. And of course, I love to see them fight, but at the same time, I hate to see them get hit or get knocked out. But if they're going to do it, they better do it 110%.
Besides fighting and training, like what other hobbies do you have? What do you do for fun?
And just keeping up with my kids is a lot of fun, but it's, you know, tiring too. But other than that, I mean, right now it's just I've been doing a lot of acting. I don't want to just go into the film world and represent for myself and the martial arts and the MMA community wrong. I mean, I don't want to be you know, nothing against Donald Wilson Dragon, but I don't want to be in B movie hell. So I mean, this last movie, Pandorum, I mean, with the producers Jeremy Bolt from who's produced all the Resident Evil. Christian Albert just directed Case 39 or something, and that was like with that girl on Jerry Maguire, that white girl, who's like a top tier actress now, and he did a fantastic job. So I mean, with the actors that I'm going up against and the dialogue that I have to, and you know, working alongside Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster, I can't go in there and be like Donald Wilson Dragon. You know, I got to go in there and focus and train as an actor like I would do as a fighter. And I got to go in there and represent because it's a big movie, it's a big opportunity for me, and you know, and the doors might open for other martial artists too.
What's harder, acting or fighting?
Fighting, hands down. Just put it this way: whether you're in a taekwondo cage or you're about to do a jiu-jitsu match or in an MMA, when you're looking across the ring, especially the opponents that I've seen, from the top Chinese fighter to Arnie Silverdale to Frank Shamrock, looking at me like, I'm going to kill you, a camera in front of you with the director saying action, no, nothing. Don't scare me at all.
Are there those days where you just don't want to train?
Of course, you're always going to have those days.
What do you do?
Train.
Don't train?
You know, I mean, there's certain days that you don't train, you actually come back the next day, you feel better. You gotta listen to your body.
What do you try to do to limit your injuries before a fight? Like when you're sparring and stuff like that?
I do a lot of that, this light sparring that we do, a lot of that, and I at least try to do like one medium sparring, but this is my sparring rounds here. I get in the cage and there's like 5 or 6 guys lined up. So I flip a coin, and the coach will say, heads or tail, and I'm like, heads. And he goes, 30 seconds. That's new guys rotating every 30 seconds for 5-minute rounds, 1 minute off. And, you know, I rarely, you know, get the 1 minute guy rotation, because 30 seconds, they're coming in, you know, everything they got for 30 seconds. Then I got a fresh guy, and I do that for 5 rounds against Frank, and, you know, I wasn't completely healthy, so I'm taking the guy down, holding him down, and, you know, my coach would be like, let him up. Shit. You know, those are the rounds that you got to have good training partners. If you know you're in danger with an arm or a knee bar, they got to let go. You start back up, and it's all about. And it's in practice. Hey, if you had me in danger, I would tap. I would say tap. Simple as that.
How heavy do you want your training partners to throw with you when you're sparring before?
You at least got to have like one session a week where you're throwing hard, and the rest is most of this where you're getting the technique and, you know, getting that flow. I call it flow sparring, but you're light contact, so you guys don't like to smack. And so I say, hey, keep it light. I saw some people get smacked up a little bit.
You take any vitamins or supplements?
My diet's at least 70% organic. I do a lot of wheatgrass. I take a lot of like spirulina. Pretty much all the vitamins, but I try to buy all natural.
Did you and Frank talk after the fight? Are you guys cool, or is he still kind of...
I called him, I texted him, and asked him if he was okay, and then I think 3 days later he says, yeah, you broke my arm, but I'm okay.
You guys used to spar, right?
We used to spar a long time ago, but it's different. I mean, we used to spar a long time ago when his trainer, Javier Mendez, was now my trainer, but then he went on with Maury Smith, so I didn't know how different, you know, training with us. And he actually had a great corner because in the third round, his corner was yelling. Every time I got by the cage, they were saying, shoot in on him. And the whole time my corners, and Bob Cook, who was one time Frank Shamrock's right-hand man, says, come, he's not going to shoot on you. If he's going to shoot, he's going to roll into a knee bar. So don't worry about him shooting. If he gets desperate, he's going to shoot and roll into a knee bar. But, you know, the whole time he's so far. But then his corner's like, you need to take him down. You got to shoot in. You got to. And then the whole time I'm thinking, oh shit, he's going to shoot. Next thing I know, I got caught with that cross and rocked me a little bit. And then after that, I had to recover and come back and throw a couple kicks. And, you know, I went back to the corner. I already knew that he had lost. I'm like, ah, it's over. My Javier's off. It ain't over until it's over. I'm like, he's laying down. It's over. Can I jump and have fun now?
Do you ever listen to some of the other corners and take their advice and kind of use that as like a defensive play, like as you're fighting? You know, like as you're screaming, like they'll tell Frank something. Like,
yeah,
you know,
well, honestly, they said shoot and, you know, take it down to the mat, and I thought they were gonna, Frank was gonna shoot instead. He dip and punch because he started dipping down a lot. I think they had their game plan broken down for every single round, and you know, if it didn't work this way, they had to go this way. Because right from the beginning, he tried to take me down. Because when it goes later in the rounds, it's harder to take the person down. You get sweaty, get slippery, and it takes up too much energy. So I knew, you know, we kind of broke down, okay, what he's going to do, and if he doesn't do this, just fight your fight. Just go in there and keep it standing. Watch out for this, watch out for that. Other than that, just don't be scared of him, you know, taking your back. Nail him with it.